less. And Kobe, one of your trademarks, the fadeaway jumper. It's so effective because it's unguardable.
Can't guard it. I remember playing against Eric Snow in the Sixers one time in Philadelphia, who's a really great defensive player. And I took him down the post, and I turned around, and I hit a fall away. And running back up the court, he was like, man, if you're going to make that, man, it's just, I just got to put my hand up. If you're going to make that shot, God bless you. I said, well, then God bless me, because I practiced that shot thousands of times, so thank you.
And he was a good defender.
He's a great defender.
Yes.
But those fadeaway shots, players are just used to putting the hand up. But if you just put a hand up, and these are shots that I take thousands of times, you just got to hope I miss it.
And you didn't.
No, not that one.
Ready?
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the power forward. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. And he's good on the three ball. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. They set the pick. Green dishes to Valanciunas. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, efficient scoring in the post. Just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
Ingram outside. Leonard against LeBron. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Leonard. Green against Ingram. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Back to Siakam. And that one is hammered home.
Well, for all the talk about the accurate shooters in the league, give it up to Kyle Lowry for his precise passing ability.
The ball with it. Lowry picks him up. Ball against Lowry. Kuzma sets a screen. Ingram passes to James. Here's Kuzma, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
Heads-up defensive play by Jonas Valanciunas. The alert, the aware, the always ready to send it back.
And that one is good. And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick, because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are, right? So I know
you could figure out what, and because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But they all kind of do the same thing. Right, so when you watch the game, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are, because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp.
Right.
So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
Leonard against James. Fader on the way. The shot comes out, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
I think, Greg, everyone played their role so well, and I loved how aggressive the guys off the bench were in that one.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And another basket for the Lakers.
Well, this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
There's a screen. Green kicks to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Valanciunas passes to Lowry. Clock at 6. Back to Valanciunas. Outside for Lowry. Shoots over ball. That's good from Lowry on the assist from Valanciunas. Lowry's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Lowry had his mind made up. It's the rise and fire as soon as he gets the touch.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. It's Ingram on the wing. Kuzma sets a screen. James kicks to Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzma's got 6 points.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
In the NBA, because the players are so individually great and we all know about them, and the league pushes them in that direction. You know, you got the torch from Michael. You then gave it to LeBron for that. You know, it was Dr. J and how I find that amazing how the torch is passed from one great player to another, yet each are so individual in their accomplishments. Did you like receiving it, and did you like passing it on?
Yeah, I love both, you know, the receiving and then passing it on, because it's the infinite cycle. It's an infinite loop. And the game just continues to evolve, and players continue to grow. And so I was happy to be a part of that chain after watching it for so many years growing up, from, you know, Magic and Larry, and then to Michael, and then to myself and LeBron, and now whoever comes next. It's an infinite loop, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Kobe, talking about passing the torch, do you actually say, hey, you're taking over when I leave the game? And then on top of that, did Jordan say the same thing to you? Hey, Kobe, it's your league now. Take it.
No, it becomes apparent when you start winning championships. That's the tell-all, right? Can you lead a team to win a championship? And not just one, but multiple championships. And that's what determines who gets the torch next.
Raptors trail by 4. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. There's the pick. Powell, the pass to Leonard. Shoots over McGee, and Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And the pass to James. From 10 feet out, bucket is good. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Siakam kicks to Valanciunas. And Siakam has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 4. Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted, right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in the off season. I mean, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. And he can't hit the second. Raptors trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard with the steal. Ball against Lowry. Screen by Ibaka. Ibaka with a screen on Ball. Down low. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by James.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Over LeBron. Leonard, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
McGee sets the pick for LeBron. McGee is screen on Lowry. Inside, and it's McGee with the jam.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Then for the Raptors, OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And Kobe, you think about playing the game. You don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side was so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah, every season was a new puzzle, right? So it's, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in a situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new, right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win a championship.
It's a great explanation.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Leonard against Stevenson. Ibaka with a screen on Stevenson. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, Serge Ibaka is a self-made stretch four. That guy added that dimension as his career unfolded.
One-on-one here. Here's Leonard, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. Toronto shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
There are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Leonard hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Kobe, I can only imagine the hours you spent studying the legends who came before you, Michael Jordan, and probably other players as well.
Well, yeah, because you have to ask yourself the question is, why are these moves that are being executed working?
Right.
It's not good enough just to look at them and say, okay, they work. I'm going to go out and try to do the same thing. That's not good enough. You have to try to understand why they work. And in other situations, why didn't they work?
But I always thought, too, you put your special spin on. You followed this roadmap, but then you took the exit ramp and then put your own spin, own feel on the move or play.
Well, yeah, because we both had different teams, right? He had a different cast of characters that he played with. He had a different role and different responsibility than I had on my team. So I've had to kind of adjust those things in the timing of our games and when we attack and when we facilitate and all those other things. But the basics of the game remain the same, whether it's myself, whether it's Michael, whether it's Jerry West, those things are all consistent.
And both free throws good for James.
I think what amazes me about LeBron James is that he never stops pushing. This guy is pursuing greatness.
They set the screen. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Leonard's got 8 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Caldwell Pope passes to Rondo. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Kobe, a lot of guys, once they stop playing, their bodies change.
Yeah.
Yet they still have the ailments.
That's generous.
But a lot of guys have ailments that linger on through their post-career. What kind of workout? We know you were just a workout fiend when you played, but what about now in retirement?
I work out hard.
Do you?
Yeah, it's become a challenge to say, because most players, when they retire, say, you know what, I just don't want to gain a boatload of weight, right? And so they just try to manage that. I don't want to manage something. I want to attack something. So I'm going to say, you know what?
Well, that's a surprise.
Yeah, revelation. And so I said, I'm going to train harder than I ever did because I want to look good. I want to be fit for my children. I want to be able to chase them around and be able to show up at some of these retirement ceremonies or some of these other things.
And looking like you did when you played.
Being in great shape.
Yeah.
So.
And Kobe, you're staying in shape even now. Isn't it sad sometimes to see how a lot of guys don't do that?
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because you have a purpose to train.
Yes.
And now you wake up, you're like, oh, what's my purpose for training? Like, what do I need to be doing this for? No, I'll do it tomorrow. No, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And all of a sudden, those handles start creeping from the back to the front. Yeah, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's today.
My clothes don't fit.
Yeah.
My clothes don't fit.
Tomorrow should have been yesterday.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Toronto. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. LeBron James third.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Puts it up off the inbound. Pass to Hart. There's the screen. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
And that one drops.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Rondo kicks to James. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. 10 points for LeBron.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And they say the capacity for work is one of the great indicators for an NBA prospect. That motivation. Kobe, I can't believe you had a lot of trouble being motivated, knowing the way you are, the way you're wired.
Well, you just got to find what makes you tick.
Right.
Right? And sometimes it's hard for players to look internally and figure out what that is. And so as coaches or teachers or parents, it's our responsibility to find what that is in our children or players or students and bring it out of them.
Well said. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rondo passes to LeBron. He kicks it to McGee. There's the pick. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, and you can see why they run this play. Working off the screen, something KCP does well.
Passes to Powell. Now Ibaka. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And Miles kicks to Ibaka. Powell for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Here's Van Vliet. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ibaka with a screen on LeBron. Ibaka outside. Powell with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Seven seconds left in the first quarter. From deep, James.
I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there. OG Anunoby contesting shots, exactly what you would hope for.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Van Vliet and Green are the guard set. Anunoby out there with Ibaka, and it's Miles in its small forward.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
Green kicks to Anunoby. To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by McGee. Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And now a 3-point Laker lead here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Ibaka outside. Here's Anunoby. Rebound the Lakers.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Ibaka with the screen on Rondo. Van Vliet kicks to Miles. Looking to end the run. McGee with the block. Here's Hart. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Raptors call time here. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. The Raptors also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. Green dishes to Ibaka. Caldwell Pope against Green. Over Caldwell Pope. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Green. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Hart, defended by Miles. Hart the pass to McGee. Kuzma with a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Outside Lowry. Beyond the arc. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lowry kicks to Green. Poke loose. Valanciunas dishes to Green. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the Lakers with another miss. Raptors trail by 6. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Miles. Sweet little floater.
Well, just tenacious on the drive. C.J. Miles showing some real energy, taking it to the cup.
Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. Down low. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Ibaka. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Kuzma. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. Rondo passes to McGee. McGee is screen on Miles. Goes back up. With 1 on the clock. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Only 71% from the line last season.
One shot.
And rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Josh Hart. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Raptors trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lowry, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
McGee a screen. Ball against Lowry. And there's the pass to Kuzma. It's stolen by Green. Outside Leonard. Goes up from the top of the key. And that's good for 2. And now just a 5-point Laker lead.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Green, the screen. There's the screen. And Valanciunas kicks to Green. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Top of the key. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Kevin, the 5th overall pick back in 2011, Valanciunas has worked so hard to improve his entire game. I'll tell you, it's paid off, Kevin. He can impact a game in a lot of different ways.
First one falls for him. That one is no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the Raptors with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Stevenson against Leonard from outside the arc. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 7.
I tell you, you give him a free look from three-point range, that is simply a recipe for disaster.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Green outside. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Kuzma. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Raptors trail by 8. Lowry kicks to Green. Pass to Siakam. Lowry against Ball. Clock at 6. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Drills it from outside. 7 points in the game.
Well, that's execution to perfection. Lowry uses the screen and makes it look easy.
The shot off that time, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Siakam kicks to Valanciunas. Shoots over McGee. No good from Valanciunas. Lakers leading by 5. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Leonard. Good D by Stevenson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I'll tell you, with that being his 2nd foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
James checked in for Los Angeles. The Raptors also with a sub. Powell's checked in to the paint. Stolen. Valanciunas inside. Working on James. And the rejection by James. Pass the ball. Now Kuzma. Ingram wide open. Drops in the tray. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Screen.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never gonna get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Here's James. He's coming off a 28-point game against Portland.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Lakers passing it around. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. From deep. Powell pulls it in. Raptors trail by 8. There's a screen. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
And the Raptors call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in.
And let's check out stats for James. Great showing for him last season. How about 27 points a game, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds? He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Los Angeles leading by 11. Now here's Ball. To the middle. Here's Ingram. Kicks it out to Stevenson. They set the pick. Fast break Toronto. Passes it to Powell. Right side Leonard. Back to Powell. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. .152 left to play here in the half. Stevenson against Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Ball dishes to Ingram. Kuzma sets a screen. Ingram kicks to Stevenson. LeBron a screen on Leonard. Stevenson against Leonard. And the basket by Stevenson. Stevenson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Well, Kobe, I have to say it's been a real pleasure having you stop by our booth and spending some time with us for this game. Thanks again for coming by. I hope we can do it again.
We will, man. It's been a blast.
There he is, folks, the great Kobe Bryant. And with Kobe stopping by the booth, Doris, I'm always amazed at the type of things Kobe will notice about both NBA and the players competing that the casual fans rarely think about.
Well, you think back to Kobe's career and how much his preparation and studying of the league and his opponents contributed to his success. And obviously, with what we just heard, this guy still holds so much knowledge of the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Raptors trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Now Rondo. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
5 to shoot. Here's James. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Los Angeles riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyle Kuzma had no problems getting going. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 10 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak'em, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Lakers leading by 15. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Ingram is out there with ball, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
To the paint, here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And they're just dominating on both ends, and it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Green kicks to Siakam. Outside Lowry. Shoots over ball. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I think, guys, what's amazing to me is LeBron has been in his prime for over a decade at this point. And we all kind of keep waiting for Father Time to catch up. But who knows when that's going to happen?
Free throw good, James. And Doris, normally players LeBron's age start to decline, but it isn't happening.
Yeah, Kev, I mean, LeBron said he wants to be the player to break the mold and dominate into his late 30s. Listen, he wants to play with his oldest son, so we'll see what happens.
He hits both from the stripe.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
Outside Lowry. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. From down in the low post, it goes. Lowry's got 9.
I tell you, this guy just loves having the ball in his hands, Kevin, and why not when Lowry can make moves like that?
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Kuzma, rebound by the Raptors. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard, the pass to Siakam. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. He's looking for James and finds him. There's the pass to Ingram. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. McGee is screen on Green. Poked away, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, Lowry not giving an inch, contesting that shot beautifully on the defensive end.
Outside, Green. No good from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Back to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that 6th sense. Wow, what a pass.
And the Raptors call time here. Doris, who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the 1st minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those 3 men, Kev.
Endless energy. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Los Angeles.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
To the inside. Here's Leonard, and the rejection by LeBron. Fast break, the Lakers. James with the ball. Kuzma, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They set the screen. Here's Leonard. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Leonard, and block. That one goes careening off the glass. He gets that one. Lakers leading by 21. James kicks the ball. Here's Ingram. Goes back up. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. LeBron James second. Rajon Rondo fourth.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Raptors trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Leonard. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Back to Valanciunas. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Ball kicks to James, knocked away, and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Fast break Toronto. Here's Siakam. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by McGee.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Ball. Takes the three, and the three ball is good. Ball's got 5 now.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Passes the Ball. Kuzma with the screen for Ball. Back to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Green kicks to Siakam to the inside, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
James in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Kuzma, that's good.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seems.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
First one falls for him.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Lance Stephenson's checked in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Miles, the pass to Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kuzma kicks to Hart. Lakers passing it around. A three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 7 points for Rajon Rondo.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Ibaka outside. It's not going to go for him. Good D by James. There's the pass to Hart. Right through the D for the layup. Hart's got 5. And here are the Raptors now. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. He dishes it to Miles. Back to Ibaka. They kick it out to Green. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. LeBron drives in, and the dunk by LeBron.
Guys, it seems like every drive of LeBron's involves contact, doesn't it? He's like a magnet for bodies out there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. From deep, Miles buries it from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
Well, this is where C.J. Miles has made his bones as an NBA player, right? We know he can make long-distance shots, spacing the defense.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You'll wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Pass to Miles. Up top, Ibaka. Kicks to Green. Here's Van Vliet looking for his first basket still in this one.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
Well, he just works so diligently inside, and the numbers back that up.
And here's the break. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Here's Hart, guarded by Green. Pass to Stevenson. LeBron, a screen on Miles. Here's Rondo. Count that bucket. Rondo's got 9.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Ibaka, no luck. LA's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Rondo on top. 9 points in the game so far. LeBron against Maya. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. .46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Screen by Ibaka. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Second free throw, no good.
Well, think about the Toronto Raptors last year. 59 wins in the regular season, which was a franchise high. Won the Atlantic for the 4th time in 5 years. And then it comes to an end with a thud, losing to the Cavaliers in the playoffs. Brutal.
Clearly a foul.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Miles kicks to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Outside Rondo. Passes it to James. It's tipped, but he recovers it. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Anunoby. Wright is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Greg Monroe. And it's Miles in at the 3 slot. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Toronto.
That is really solid low post offense. You cannot waste. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And Wright kicks to Monroe. Shoots over Zubats. Monroe, no good.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The first free throw is good. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those three stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. Success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
Here's Anunoby, covered by Beasley. Anunoby passes to Wright. Screened by Monroe. And he slams it one-handed.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Beasley the screen. Right against Rondo. There's a screen. Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Right, the pass to Monroe. Doris, when you view international basketball, 13 and 14-year-olds playing in academies, some players turning pro overseas at 16, would something like that work in this country?
You know what, Kevin? I'm not necessarily for something like this. What I do believe is the NBA could become more involved across the board, and we should have more uniformity in basketball in general. And I think one of the ways to do that is to make sure we set up some sort of basketball committee across the different levels of basketball, starting with youth, going to high school, into college, then the semi-professional sort of basketball leagues out there, or the formative leagues like the G League, and then the NBA. I think we just need to look at the game in its totality and create some measure of uniformity. But frankly, I don't love the idea of 13 and 14-year-olds leaving their home to go to, quote, sport academies.
The Raptors making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he can make that, but that particular distance is not his specialty.
Now the pass to Powell. 5 to shoot. Swiped away. Beasley right side. Inside, Rondo. Yep, that one goes.
I tell you what, Rondo will get physical down low in that post. He is not going to back down from anybody.
Wright dishes to Valanciunas. Wright sets a screen. Valanciunas passes to Powell, and Wright kicks to Valanciunas. Shot to stop the run. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Beasley the screen. They set the pick. Back to Rondo. Lock at 6. Powell with the steal. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Caldwell Pope for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stolen by Zubac. To the paint, Mikhailuk lays it up and banks it in.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Pass to Miles. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. And it looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment. And the Lakers making a change here. Ball's checked in. Beasley the screen. Caldwell Pope passes to Beasley. Beasley sets a screen for Ball. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from 3, and I'll tell you, they've put it to good use here.
That one drops for him. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, how about you get a look at the range of Jonas Valanciunas? Gets this done with his back to the basket, or in that case, the mid-range jumper.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Miles. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and done?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Here's Valanciunas, and again it's Toronto converting.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Lakers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Ball kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 4. Here's Ball. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. The Claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
Now here's Valanciunas. Zubac defending. Powell kicks to Valanciunas. Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Ball. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver, who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
And Stevenson kicks to Ball. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17, and the shot falls short this time. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The pass to Powell. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Back to Powell. Pass to Van Vliet. Offensive rebound. Powell dishes to Valanciunas. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Zubac kicks to Caldwell Pope. Stevenson outside. Over Miles. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. LA's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Stevenson passes to Zubac. Caldwell Pope outside. Beasley sets a screen for Caldwell Pope, and he's good on the 3 ball.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. And Miles kicks to Van Vliet. Miles against Stevenson. Valanciunas with a screen on Stevenson. 6 to shoot. Screened by Valanciunas.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate, getting a taste of it right there.
1:52 left in the game. Pass to Beasley. Caldwell Pope with it. Powell's there. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Powell with the screen. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Here's Anunoby. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
And here is ball. And Stevenson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Puts up a three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Van Vliet. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.